Hi, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to Z1 Randomizer. Have you ever heard of restaurants doing pop-up shops? Well, this is a pop-up race in week 6 of the Z1 Randomizer 2025 Winter Tournament Swiss rounds. Yes, I said week 6. We just had the Wheel of Doom for week 6 90 minutes ago. And in the interest of squeezing in stuff around everyone's IRL schedules, we have a pop-up match here in the 4-1 group between Bogie Smalls on the left and Ugondis on the right. Winner of this match goes to 5-1 and has fantastic seating in the brackets, which will be revealed next weekend. I'm bbq.gov. I'm one half of our comms team tonight. We've got Jess doing the restream. We've got Pedantic Potato on tracking. And on comms, I get to comm with the wonderful Tracy M. Hi, Tracy. How's it going?
Or is it that I get to come with the wonderful BBQ?
Well, I mean, you could say that. I mean, I get to comm. I think I'm the winner here.
Oh, okay.
I
Well, I
get to
feel like we're both winners.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a ton of fun, and this is going to be a really entertaining race between two top shelf runners.
Yeah, and you talk about the one of these guys is going to get better seating, and technically that's true. But if you watch the wheel, there's some scary names that are going to be in that 3-3 range, and maybe even those couple of 2-4s that are going to match up with our absolute top seeded runners, the current 5-0s. So yeah.
Yeah, the field for this tournament, 92 participants, is very deep.
Hmm.
Anybody, and with these flags, it feels like anybody can beat anybody, which is really cool.
For the most part,
Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, it makes for some fantastic matchups. There's a lot of fantastic matchups coming up in week 6, including this one, which is it's just starting one screen north of Vanilla Starts.
Yeah, it's boring. I like middle starts okay, high ladder. Um, you know, in the old days when we had extra candles, that would be hey, maybe we're gonna take some hearts instead of the candles, but um, we don't have extra candles, so it's not an issue.
We do not. It's the old days. And we're going to get an instant level 9 because everyone's trying to
Nine.
squeeze this one in. How many do we have?
7. Okay, I like 7.
That's
Gives
a,
you a
that's
little
a
bit of
fair number.
choice, but it's not the scary 5 where it's like, am I gonna find silvers in the 5 dungeons I do?
Yeah. 6 or 7 seems fair, right? I mean, 8, it just feels like a lot of seeds that people run.
I mean, it
And
might as well
5
be
is,
any other tournament if we're gonna go 8, right?
yeah, exactly. $7 for our small secret there. It's below average. It's not the worst. Wizzy's on the overworld, however, there's some mixed opinions about that one.
We got Wizrobes and Darknuts in the overworld. I love having Wizrobes on the overworld. Darknuts are kind of I can go either way with them, um, but it does mean if they find my favorite weapon of the wand, they're gonna have a great time in those dungeons.
Oh, without a doubt, that's going to be fantastic. There's a large secret of 96. That's decent. That's doable.
I
Uh,
mean, it's just barely below the vanilla price, so we're gonna be able to buy anything we want to buy, and I don't think we're gonna be seeing. I mean, I don't know about I don't watch Ugondis very often, but I don't think Bogie in particular is gonna be worrying about buying a blue ring or anything. So when you take out a blue ring purchase, it's actually pretty amazing how much money you have.
yeah, I mean, I've noticed it in some of the tournament seeds I've ran lately, and some of the practice ones. Where it's like, how did I end up with $250 all of a sudden? It just piles up. Death
Yep.
Armos, by the way, living up to its name for Ugandis. He's gonna skip that for the time being. Meanwhile,
You know it's
Bogey's
not
gonna
the
do
item.
what's that?
You know it's not the item, so you can come back to it later and worry about it later.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to rush it.
Yeah, so now we're going to get the divergence. Ugandis is going to prioritize checking the East Coast Armos. Bogey's intent on clearing out the Lost Woods here and going to make his way up to the grave.
Yeah, I kind of like the grave loop. I don't feel as bad about not getting those bomb spots in that area because there's other reasons to go back, probably with bombs. This screen, though, I hate orphaning because it's a hard one to get back to. But we're gonna have a candle later, so we're gonna get back to it. So it's not so bad. Um, I
Uh,
don't
we,
like where Ugandis is right now. I mean, going south to north in this has some nice routing implications, but it takes a while to actually get to any of those open caves that actually could have your sword.
it does feel like it. I mean, and there's not a great way to do a complete circuit that's really efficient because if you start up in the northeast and work your way down, you kind of feel like your last locationing the coast there. It's a coast hard on the coast, by the way. But there's a shooting gallery on Ugandis' side.
Oh, that this
Maybe
screen! Oh my god, this screen is terrible. You might, yeah, okay. He's able to get through fast enough, but that is a really hard screen to get around because those Wizard Beans are going to do 4 hearts of damage, and well, we only have 3.
Yeah, that is
Even if we were all
not
full up.
that is not my idea of a good time. No sword yet on either side. Vanilla 6, just a shop, and ooh, talk about a screen that's tough to get down from. We got Darkness clogging it up.
Yeah, and of note of that shop though was cheap meat and a 62 rupee key, so I would definitely be marking that for later in case we need it. Hopefully it's not the rare shop. There are other places for it than that location. Both our runners have toggled to the pause strats because yikes.
I can't say I blame him. Okay, nothing at the Grave Armos, so our item's going to be either on this screen on Ugondis' side or the northeast one. Oh, hello. I'm pretty sure those were silver arrows right there.
Could be. I did not see, but you wouldn't see anything in your A or B button if it was silver arrow, so it definitely is possible. See, Jess has the Bogie Silver's emote out, so I'm guessing that is correct. Kind of a good news, bad news to me, because one, the good news, of course, is that you don't have to worry about silvers, which is a great thing. You don't have to worry about buying those 62 rupee arrows, which, you know, that's a pretty good price, but now we don't have to do it. Bad news is it's not progression. You can't do anything with those arrows right now.
Yeah, they're great to have, but, I mean, at the same time, that's a 34 medium secret for Bogie, so
that's really nice.
Money. But no sword yet for either runner. Both runners have found a large secret, which means they have plentiful wallets, and oh, Ugondis takes a death up on Casino Corner. That's going to be inconvenient.
Yeah, we're running out of these locations for the sword, and you know, it's looking like it is going to be the northeast. I imagine Bogie might not even try and get out of this area. Just get into level 1, find out if it's your sword, and then leave. You know, up A and leave. And it is the sword. Okay.
Wow. This is so, and Ugondis is right behind, going to get his sword right here. Vanilla 1 seems to me to be a location that's very easy to kind of put off. Which doesn't make, you know, when you think about it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense in the abstract because it's right in the middle of the map. But you've got so much other plentiful spots you can go to in the forest and in the deadwoods.
It's an open cave that's not around a lot of other open caves. So that makes it somewhat problematic. Bogie is going to head over to the forest, probably going to try and get the Armos item. He knows it's on the east side. Going to check the open desert shop on the way. We still haven't found a whole lot. There's that cheap key shop again, so we'll be able to get to that. That's a much better spot for the cheap key meat shop.
Yeah, absolutely. Ugondis working on those orange wizards who are kind of soft today, trying to get a bomb drop. Neither runner's gotten a bomb drop yet. Hey, there we go. 2
HP. Bogie gets a bomb drop. 4 is perfect for this area because the entire northeast corner, you can get all the bomb spots with four bombs. Bogie's going to check this Armos first. This is not going to be the one, so he'll probably dip down into the forest and maybe come right back up once he sees those silver arrows.
There's those cheap wood arrows that were so tempting a minute ago, but
yeah.
It's standard -20 for our door repair tonight, by the way. So we know all the monies that we're gonna get.
Bogie is going to clear these northeast checks first before he heads down to the Armos. As long as he doesn't buy the wood arrows, it's not going to be a big deal.
Yeah, we have not seen a candle store yet. That's kind of the one thing that's hanging out there. We have a lot of money, but we don't have an easy candle spot yet. It's possible the candle's in the rare shop, but you know we just haven't seen enough of the overworld yet to know.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people complain about the no extra candles. I love the no extra candles. I really feel like it just makes the routing so much more interesting, as opposed to, okay, get your candle, burn all the bushes. Well, sometimes that candle is somewhere in Northwest Death Mountain, and you're not going to get into them until then. Sometimes you even get a seed with where you don't even need a candle, to the point where I did have a seed very early when we were preparing for the tournament where I already had all the things, never found a candle shop, red candle in the stairs, didn't even pick it up because I knew I didn't need it.
Yeah, and it takes away that choice of when you see that first take anyone you want cave.
Yep.
Should I get the candle? Should I take the heart container? It's one less thing
Oh,
you have to worry about. Just one less raft spot we have to worry about, by the
that's
way.
right. Well, you know what I always say about those raft spots when they go to an any road.
So
The
yeah,
other one is always going to have something.
yeah, it does fit well. I had my tournament race last week or the week before, where two of the four any road spots were the two raft spots.
Nice.
So yeah, the only downside there was K-Tap was not calling the match because she would have either hated
She would
that
have
or loved
flipped.
that, and I don't know which.
All right, Bogie finds level 1. He's going to go ahead and do what he can. We have a key door there that will not be cannot be pirouetted. And so unless this drops a key or can bomb up or to the left, we may not be able to go very far in this. And Bogie with those two bombs right now, those are more valuable for overworld. Like, oh, we got to do the
Oh, that's
not sure
smart.
what you call that, but it is a thing you can do, which is if you up A out of a room that was hey, we don't have to buy a candle. If you up
Okay.
A out of a room with an door that was open, it will open the corresponding door in the front area in the lobby, and that's what Bogie did. And he's gonna save that last bomb. Actually, there's nowhere left for him to bomb. He needs a key, but he did get that red candle, and red candle this point in the match, super good find.
Especially because he's on this side of the map and he can just immediately route in. He can route in those checks
Yep. In
down
fact,
in
that's where he's
down in the
headed.
Eastern Forest. This is going to be really helpful for him.
Just don't get hit. This green is full of things that will. Well, okay, we have got 3 hearts, so we can take a hit from something not a red whiz robe. There we
Ooh,
go.
yeah, and
Nicely
I
done.
see what he wants to do. He wanted to try to thin that screen out a little bit, but then it's just too much risk there. He's going to get his silvers right there. They are.
And I don't think Ugondis got up to that level 1. I certainly didn't wasn't unable to get that red candle. So
Yeah, no, I think he died at the Vanilla Casino there and wasn't able to complete the rest of the checks. There's our first take any of the day on Bogey's side.
Oh, and by the way, we do have a ladder. I believe it's on the start screen as our white sword item. We do not yet know how many hearts that would take. Of course,
Yeah.
with the coast heart being the coast heart.
Yeah, that would
That's
be
one
really
less
nice.
heart
Wouldn't it?
that's going to help us get the ladder.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, hey, this will help you get this thing you don't need. Oh,
Careful,
that's
Bogey.
just a shooting gallery on Bogey's side.
Yeah, and Bogie doing something really smart there, taking the body damage from the wizard, which is 1 heart, instead of taking the beam damage, which of course is 4 hearts, and he needs one more container before he can even maybe take that damage. Careful. Oh, good clock.
Ooh, great clock. And I think a smart purchase by Ugondis. He's got a lot of money. He went ahead and bought a key, even though he has one. And now he doesn't know that level 1's up here in the Northeast, but you don't know in what order you're going to find dungeons.
Yep.
So if you have to spend your money on something, that's about as good as anything you can think of.
Yeah, in a seed where we're not going to have to buy anything hard required, we don't have to buy a candle, we don't have to buy arrows. Yeah, that key's going to work out really well for him.
Now, Ugondis has found me any roads.
Now, at 4 hearts, I don't think I immediately up A back to start to try that ladder. I would, of course, check it if I don't get any more hearts, and that is the play, to go back to start for other reasons. I think if Bogie got to 6 hearts, might go there relatively soon after that.
Yeah, and he's doing the inverse of that routing that you were talking about with Ugondis, where he went down the eastern forest, is going to swoop down, do the south coast, and then finish clearing out the rest of the eastern forest with his red candle.
Yeah, that's going to work out much better for him because he has that red candle. The only problem is there's a few more spots in the northeast that he's now orphaned, but there's enough of them that I imagine he'll get back there when you can go back to level 1 and continue his digging in that dungeon.
Yeah, he's got 2 any roads up in the northeast. That helps as well. There's paper. That's always nice to have.
Both runners picking up the letter. I don't understand when players skip that. Because people say, "Oh, it's one less thing in my select swap," but most of those players will pick up a take any potion anyway. And there's nothing stopping you for taking any potion if you have a letter. You can still take it. Oh, there's a candle at 80 rupees. Yeah,
Oh my
we're glad we don't have
God.
to buy that.
Yeah, that is not happening. Bogie, there's a small secret for him. Let's see if Ugondis is able to pull off this same trick that Bogie did and pop that key door.
If he upays, it will pop, and whether he knows how to do it or not, it'll pop. But he's walking out, so now he's going to spend the key, and that's really unfortunate. He's got 2 keys though, so he's going to be able to get a little further than Bogie did. But yeah, that is 1 key he did not have to spend, as it turns out.
Yeah, but with that extra key purchase he made, he is going to be able, if he wants to, he's going to be able to go north from here.
We'll see if there's another key door, because, it's level 1. Or ladder block and 2 key doors. Oh boy.
Well, I think the game's trying to tell us something. And that something is go get some other stuff.
Yeah, Bogie buys the key, and if he's going to use that key to get into level 1 any further, he's going to be sorely disappointed.
I wonder, given where we start, there's not a take any road close to start. I was going to suggest, really. I mean, you could always up a save and try to save scan the key, but yeah, if you do that, you're going to be disappointed.
And I think Bogie is going to take this one key up to level 1. Now, chances are you're going to want to do more of level 1 anyway, so at some point you're going to want to, keep going, but neither one of our runners can be able to keep going until we have hearts to get the ladder, and until we have keys. So, yep, Bogie's going right back to level 1 with this key he just bought, and is going to be disappointed in what he finds.
He is, but, both our runners are disappointed at this point. Level 1 likes to do that. It loves to disappoint. It loves to hide good stuff, but it also loves to disappoint you in terms of what you can do.
Alright, now, I imagine Ugondis is going to finish clearing out this northeast corner. I imagine Bogie's going to do the same thing.
I'd expect a screen scroll here to go see the Lost Hills, which we haven't seen yet.
And Ugondis still only at 3 hearts. Bogie has that 4th heart, so has a 33% chance of picking up that ladder when he does go back to start. But he has not. I don't think he has not upgraded in a long time, so we're still waiting on that.
Yeah, I would imagine that's probably coming here pretty soon. Usually, the Lost Hills is kind of an up a
where Ugondis is. Unless you have a ladder already to do the river spots, this is the up a spot.
Yeah. Okay. At the top of the waterfall, that's our 3rd and final large secret. So. Full wallet for Ugondis. Let's see how he decides to use it.
Yeah, Bogie, on the other hand, I think it's going to continue on, because typically if you do this cave before the waterfall cave, that's an indication that you're not ready to up A yet after this.
Yeah, he's got 5 bombs, and he's got... Oh, here's level 4 for Ugondis. That's a good find.
Right near their start screen, too.
Yeah, and, speaking of wanting to get that ladder, you're right close to it, and there's at least 1 heart container in here.
Bogie's already going to buy a potion at 57 rupees for the red. That's a steal.
Yeah, that's a great use of resources at that point. And he is going to go ahead and save. Interesting.
He's going to just reset that because he wants that bomb is a lot more valuable. Does not open. We're going to check the ladder here, I think. Get some... Bushy Wizrob's right by your... Red Wizard's right by your start screen. It's not a terrible thing. Does pick up the ladder on 4 hearts, so that's really good for Bogie. Could be good for Ugondis too, theoretically, as long as he actually checks it on 4 hearts. I suppose no guarantee he will, but...
Yeah, if he gets a heart out of here...
Yeah. If he gets a heart out of 4, I agree. Yeah, he'll check it.
You almost have to at that point, right? Yeah. And Ugondis doing the smart thing in that shoot room, exiting and re-entering, trying to get... The main annoying thing there was that bubble in the middle, because it was just making it impossible for you to kill that.
Bubbles are the worst.
Yeah, bubbles are the worst, I agree.
Nice clock for Ugondis.
This feels like it should be the map room, but maybe not.
Yeah, this room does drop in 1, 4, and 5, so can be the map.
Oh, no, well, it's got some paper in it.
And at 255 rupees, that's going to be enough for Ugondis to go hit all those hints all at the same time. Bogie, I think, can do at 189. Should be close to being able to get all of them now. I'm not sure. I believe we saw. Yeah, let's see. Freedom Fighter puts the 1650, 759, 1445, 54, or at least somewhere close to that because there was a question mark in one of those. Thank you, Freedom Fighter. Bogie might have to do it in two trips.
Yeah, and one of them is up in the northeast. Well, actually, they're both on the eastern side of the map. So
yeah, they're both in that northeastern. So yeah, ideally, you'd want to get them both at the same time.
Yeah. If you can get them both, great. If not, oh, now this bomb's to the right. Did Ugondis bomb this?
I don't know. Both now, of course, just looking for the Triforce. In Ugondis' case, the heart is a lot more valuable to him than it is to Bogie since he hasn't picked up that ladder yet. So could theoretically continue to look for it. I don't know how deep you go looking for the heart, especially, of course, depends on what the map looks like, right? So, you know, we saw the book on the floor in some flag sets that would have given us the map. It would have given us all the maps, not this flag set. The book is solely to understand Old Man. There's the map. Oh, that is...
Ooh.
That is an interesting map. And Bogie says, you know what?
That's a lizard looking behind it.
Yeah, not going to worry about that map, that Triforce right now. Ugondis does get the Triforce. See, he wants the key, but he also wants the hints.
See, I would be tempted. I mean, maybe he's going to go... Where is he going? I would have thought maybe he'd done Candle Row and then maybe up A saved and save scum. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, he's going to go... he's headed towards those hints, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, the earlier you get the hints, the more likely that they're going to be useful. Is the game telling you that the bow is in level whatever after you've already found the bow in level whatever? Okay, we're gonna need a power bracelet. No, I think we've already seen enough of the grave that one grave those grave spots. Hey. Boy, we may or may not need the raft, but there is a dungeon behind it.
And a raft of innate. Okay, well. We've got some projects. You know, I thought coming into this, I was like, Bogie versus Ugondis. This is going to be, these guys are going to fly. And then Jess rolled the seed. And say what you want about, oh, you know, that's not a determiner of, you know, that, you know, it's just a random number, blah, 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 blah. I mean, people can draw their own conclusions. This is all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm the biggest advocate of it doesn't actually matter who actually rolls the seeds. Because you know what? We all roll bad seeds.
Oh, guilty as charged.
There's always something.
I've done it recently, but oh, hey, level 8. Hey, about that raft.
Now, we know we need 7 Triforces, so not well, it was sailed to find what, the magic boomerang or something? I forget.
Yeah, I think so.
So if it was so the feat of strength will lead to the bow. If it was feat of sailed to get the bow, I might beeline that level 8. But it's sailed to find the magic boomerang. You know, that's a dungeon. We only need seven Triforces. I may not worry so much about that, or at least not right now.
Yeah, and because we've seen one, and because we know one of the items innate.
Oh, hey, we got a hint for the one item we did get in the dungeon.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, game. 5 has the recorder. Okay, that's vanilla. And finally...
Yeah. Feat of strength will lead to the magic key. So is that 2 power bracelet block dungeons? Because we know where 8 was. It's not behind the power bracelet. We know where 1 is. That's not where the power bracelet. And we know where 9 is. That power bracelet went from hard required for a bow, but just hard required in general. Bogie's going to go ahead and buy this key now, which I really like.
Yeah, I would. I mean, he could save scum it if he wants to, but yeah, if it doesn't work, he'll just up A and get the money back as well. So that works too. Oh boy, there's just way too many shooting gallery rooms here on this overworld, including this one. He really wants to get in that staircase. Here are the hints for Ugondis. They don't make any more sense than they did the first time we saw them. Isn't it amazing, though, that
you know, we have 6 hints. There's so many things that we can get hinted on, and it gives us the hint for the item we got immediately.
I mean, people joke around, say the game's got jokes. Yeah, this is one of those times.
I think Bogie had already picked up these secrets. Is going to pick them up again because money good.
Yep, and Ugondis right on his heels doing these same checks. Is Bogie? I thought. Yeah, no, he is.
Yeah,
he's
trying to
doing
do the up down
scroll.
street scroll.
Oh well, some Sunday night.
You don't see that every day.
No, that was nice. I was wondering what he was trying to line up there. I was like, is he going to try to like flip around these guys? But no, that works.
Careful. Careful of the wizards. There you go.
They are everywhere tonight. Now, where is Bogie off to? Oh, back to 1.
He's going back to 1. Now, he knows there are 2 key doors, so he's going to have to choose. We know that any key's not going to be in here. 1 sometimes will give keys just as much as it'll take keys. Ugondis is going to be very happy that he tried this. He's going to pick up that ladder.
And now where's Ugondis?
The interesting question here for Bogie. He's going to go up here, and if he goes to the right, he gets the Triforce. If he goes up, he maybe gets the item or maybe doesn't. We don't know.
He's going to clear this room here just in case he gets another key, which is definitely possible. Or the other floor.
Or, hey, maybe the other item will just spawn here. That'd be nice. Because, of course, we all know there's going to be, with the new flags, we have... Okay, you're going to be... Yeah, you definitely go the Triforce direction now, because... Except now you're going to be key blocked again. Oh well.
Yeah.
Because this had more room, so you're going to go this direction.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that one item's going to be sitting there for a while. We know it's not the bow, because we got the hint that his power bracelet blocked. But we are going to get the...
But it could be the power bracelet, which is the thing you want to find right now.
Ooh. Oh, that would just be mean at this point, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And now I wonder if, God, you know, it's... I might buy another key.
I mean, there's a couple options. One is you could buy a key. The other is, I mean, you're not far from level 8. It's up just north of Candle Row. 6, 7, and 8 are good dungeons to go dig for nothing else for keys. So that's
Bogie's going to go for the expensive key at 92 rupees. With this kind of money, yeah, I get this. It makes sense.
I think he wants to never come back here again.
Yeah, he wants level 1 done.
How gross is this going to feel if after you open that key door past the Triforce? It's another key door, because this is a really linear one. Not that I'm rooting for that. I'm not, but if it happened.
Yeah, it would definitely be a feels bad. Ugondis is going to go back up here. It has 0 keys, so I'm not sure what he's hoping to accomplish, other than maybe he's hoping there's a key in that Chevy room. We know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, he'll get the map, and that's going to be the disappointing thing. Okay, a shutter.
Hey, not a key door. Yay.
Would have loved a key on the floor, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Hey, an open door.
There's a key on the floor.
Yay.
And a red ring on the floor. Bogie, you can
say that's worth
leave
it
now. I mean, okay, he's going to... You know what? This is good. He's going to keep going until he's locked out, because... 1, he's going to get this heart. That's not really the important thing. The important thing is he go to these couple more rooms and see if he can get more keys. Oh, no, he just wanted the heart. I would have been looking for the keys more. I mean, I would grab the heart. I'd absolutely grab that heart. I think I'm more likely than most people to grab that heart, but I also would have kept looking for keys.
Yeah, I'm with you. That heart being 2 rooms further, totally worth just sticking your head in and seeing what else you get. Even if you get, you know, something as simple as a 5 or a 4-pack of bombs. It took you, what, 10 seconds?
Yep. Now, Ugondis is also going to buy more keys. Went all the way back to start to get the cheaper key, though, and Bogie, as opposed to Bogie, who just said, nope, I'm just going to go get whatever key is available. So the red ring, super nice item. Not progression, though. Not the power bracelet that Bogie was probably hoping to find.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's one of those things that you're happy to see, but at the same time, you'd like to get your hands on that bow as soon as you can.
of the non-progression items you could find, uh, right now, given the key situation, I'd say any key 1, red ring 2, wand maybe 3. Actually, wand
Yeah.
maybe 2, red ring 3. But definitely those are the 3 that you want most in terms of non-progression. Now, Bogie might not be happy about that red ring, just because it also means if he feels like he has a combat advantage, um, and he thinks that Ugondis is going to get that red ring too. May not be as happy with it as he might otherwise be.
It's a good point. I mean, I guess the other way to think of it would be as we find level 2 for Bogey up on East DM. That's a great
Nice.
find. I mean, those key problems are going to haunt your opponent too. So unless your opponent, instant Triforce, by the way, unless your opponent's dug 8 first, or maybe dug 4 or found some other dungeon, there's the red ring for Ugondis, and we have we've changed the color of the dinos.
I love what the when the red ring does weird things on the palette. I love when that happens.
It turns the Zora blue. I didn't know it turned the the dinos gray, but that was cool.
I think it's what it does to what enemies. I think at least it partially depends on what the palette of the dungeon is. 'Cause it always does something though. It always
Yeah,
seems to do something.
definitely. I mean, yeah, these stealth dinos was not what I was expecting tonight. But
I
hey,
know,
here we
right?
go.
All right,
Here's that
Bogie gonna go
Triforce
not the
thing.
direction of the key door.
Oh,
Again,
now where do you spend this key? Unfortunately, these Pole's voice rolled all the way up. They're the max 12 HP.
that's no fun.
Yeah, some people might think that in this room that those turrets would be the things that would be the most annoying. No, it's those
No,
bubbles.
the bubbles. There. Oh,
Oh,
that's a big find for Bogie. And
oh,
he's done. He's done. He's
that
done
is
up here.
huge.
He's gonna vote prioritize those power bracelet checks. He knows that behind one of them isn't any key. He knows behind the other one is the bow. Both will be good items.
And it is fitting that he's going to check the one that's named after him. Oh,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter.
I mean, it is one of the 1/3 to open locations, so. But it is also right here. And probably the hardest to route in general.
Yeah, I mean, since you're up on DM as Ugandis finds level 8, you might as well knock all 3 of the northwestern power bracelet checks out while you're up here. Hope your opponent doesn't get up here for a while.
And we're still missing a bunch of other dungeons.
Yeah, we're missing 3, 5, 6, and 7 by my count. That's a lot. 30 minutes in.
So is Bogie gonna
Oh
go?
my God! Look at this 8.
Yeah, it's a big 8, and it might be a while before this. Bogie might be able to go mode this 8.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. We need CD in the chat because I think this looks like some sort of kitchen equipment, like some industrial kitchen equipment.
The CD tends to be pretty good at those ink blot names. I rely on chat.
Yeah.
Unless
no,
I see something that's like just sticks out at me. Heart container in the stair for Ugondis. We know this is not the Coast Heart because the Coast Heart is on the coast. So there will be a floor item in this level 8.
Oh,
And
boy.
level 7, which is probably not the dungeon Bogie was hoping to find here.
No, and it's in a shooting gallery. This is a recording, but we're in a shooting gallery. So Bogey gonna take the refill here, and I don't blame him one bit.
Looks like the boss that jumps out of the lava in Super Metroid. I assume you are talking about Crocomire. I could buy that. In the meantime, I think Bogie is gonna try and find the other power bracelet spot first. Hope the bow is in there, and maybe go back to 7 later.
If 3 is, for example, is also PB blocked, that's looking like a much more appealing dig.
Yes, 3, 5, 6 versus 7. Yeah, you go. Look, they both kind of suck the same. So.
Yeah, I mean, oh, there's mags. We might have mags in play. We don't know yet. But yeah, no, 6 has it wants to be chunky most of the time, so I need to see the mag to get a feel for it. Nice kill of the Gleeok there, but unfortunately, nothing under it.
Alright, so Bogie either going to go ahead and go back into that 7, or perhaps is going to decide to go... There's the 2 other spots. The one that's guaranteed to open. Actually, you know, at this point, the one that's guaranteed to open will open, and if it is not your other level, then you know the other spot one is up there in West Death Mountain. So I'm going to go to the grave, and then...
Yeah, there's not any road that's an easy. I mean, there's one at the Forgotten spot, but there's just not an easy way to get up there.
Yeah.
So I kind of like this routing of clean up the Lost Woods.
Yep.
We haven't seen that yet, and then just make your way up the standard way and do those checks that way.
Get a little more money. Buys you another key if you want it.
Well, you're right. That any key is just sitting out there. It's just both our runners would love to have it at this point.
Question of, is it in 7 or is it in 3/5/6, whichever one is under the power bracelet?
Yeah. Or is it in 9? That would also be the game doing things dirty. That's not an important item.
No, we've seen 9.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the any key in 9.
Yeah. But we know that the any key is under the power bracelet.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah.
So, to me, the ideal situation is I find, say, level 3 in the other PB spot, pick up a quick any key for free, and then I go into 7 to go after the bow and the Triforce there.
Yeah, you hope Uganda, you hope your opponent, whoever it is not thinking like that, and does kind of what Ugondis is doing, dig 8 and maybe come up empty in 8.
I think Ugondis is hoping to find the power bracelet here. We know he's going to find the raft here. That is going to open up a dungeon for him, but it's a dungeon that we probably don't need. Actually, it's a dungeon we definitely don't need, because we only need 7 Triforces to entry into 9, and that'd be an easy one to skip. Now, if it's like level 2, it's not level 2, if it were level 3, then you might do it anyway. And there's level 3 on the power bracelet spot. This is exactly what Bogie was hoping for. We'll see whether the bow is in here or the any key.
Yeah, one of Bogie's really... I mean, Bogie has a lot of strengths as a runner, but one of them is he's a very smart router.
Yes.
And that really is helping him out here in terms of just little nickel and dime time saves that add up really quickly.
Yeah, and I honestly, I might have gone for that room with all the Lionels. I get not doing it. It's an annoying room. But you got Red Rain, you got a red candle that actually also helps you out with it. And it does push. It's not going to drop. That room, that is the one room, the only room that I know of that drops all the time in both 1Q dungeons and 2Q dungeons. Never drops in shapes.
It's so weird. Yeah.
It is extremely weird.
So this smells like a segment to me.
I mean, it's level 3. Level 3
exactly
is just going to be segmented.
Yeah. 1 was not segmented, 2 didn't look segmented, so yeah, we were going to do for that. And 3-door Monty here.
Okay, so now you really hope the any key is just here.
Yeah, if it's not, if the any key's behind like 3 key doors, that's just gross. Ooh, a bond drop.
Yeah, he must have been on account. Or he might have, let's see, know what he killed last? Yeah, no, I don't think that was a stored bomb. He must have, he hit it with the bomb. He's going to go ahead and clear this room. Hope for the any key. I like this. This room sucks. Get your red candle. Or, yeah, bombs is good, but I just start using my red candle. The nice thing about Lionels, the thing that's a little bit unique to them more so than, like, say, Guerrilla, is if you're doing damage to them, they will not fire at you. Guerrilla, they don't care. You're just going to throw those boomerangs no matter what.
They will bop you at their first opportunity. Unfortunately, that doesn't push. I'm going to see if it bombs to the left here. Nope.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to choose a key door, which is really unfortunate on 1 key.
So the only good news there is that Vanilla 6 has the cheap key shop. So if you pick the wrong door, you only have to go like 3 screens to get another Dryad.
I mean, really, Bogie has nothing to spend. Nothing. I mean, a bomb upgrade would be nice, but really, what else is he spending his money on? He's already bought a potion. We don't need to buy herbs. We don't need to buy a candle. You can buy. We're in the territory of being able to buy 2 keys with the amount of money. I think it's like 65 for those keys.
Yeah, about that. Okay, which shell is he going to pick? He's going to go down first.
Yeah, going towards the Triforce makes sense. You hope this is correct. You hope there's some ways to get through with bombs. And you hope that, you know, if say the item drops here, then you don't have to make any more decisions. It doesn't, but we get a shutter door open.
Well, we couldn't get that lucky. We're going to get 8 near the desert. Yeah, we kind of knew that.
We found that. Probably going to bomb here to the left. Nope.
If I'm
One
Bogie,
more
I'm
room
worried
before
this
the
is
actual Triforce.
very linear.
There's the any key.
Ah, wow.
That's perfect
great.
for Bogie. And just some Vires to kill to go ahead and finish off this dungeon. And meanwhile, Ugondis still an 8. He has the Triforce. I didn't catch that. Step over the water to reach the boomerang.
Interesting. So there's
Doesn't
nothing
really
on the river.
tell us anything.
Yeah, there's nothing on the river. So all that means then is that whatever dungeon has the boomerang has a ladder block somewhere.
Yep. So if you're Bogie, I'm heading back to 7. He might. I could see if he wants to do some bomb forces going ahead and clearing up this West Death Mountain area. Maybe we can get some bombs off these red dark nuts. I don't like going here with 2 bombs because you can't really start using them until you force. Like if you're at 8 bombs, you know, Bogie's the type of player that's always going to have that count in his mind in terms of trying to force for bombs in Death Mountain, for instance. And you can't really, he's going to use one of them right here. But now you have only, you could buy bombs. 33 is an obscene amount for bombs, although not as bad as we've seen. We've definitely seen worse.
I'm going to say, I'm not sure he wants to buy those bombs at $33, but
I would not.
Can't be choosers at this point.
He bought 7 bombs for $66. Don't like it. I would have at least waited to use one more. But this will give him enough bombs to clear all of this.
Yeah,
I guess make sure there isn't, like, if level 5 could also, theoretically, level 5 could also be...
bomb upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, it could also be under... We know it's not going to be under the recorder, because I'd forgotten. We got the hint for the level 5.
Yeah, so that's not going to help us in terms of that being where the bow is, but at least we know. The other thing, I don't know that Bogie's seen all 3 large secrets yet. I think there was one in the Eastern Forest, one at the top of the waterfall. So he may think there's more money laying around out there.
There's almost always more money laying around until you've pretty much cleared the whole overworld. But yeah, in the end, at some point, Bogie's going to have to go into level 8 because our last dungeon is going to be raft blocked. We know the raft is in 8, and while he's not going to worry about picking up the raft, he's going to need to get a Triforce from somewhere. So.
Yeah, it's either go to the dungeon that is blocked by the raft, or go to the dungeon where the raft is hiding.
Yep. I mean, if we narrowed it down, let's see. Have we seen 6? I'm trying to remember. We've not seen 5. Okay, so we're missing both 5 and 6.
And we've seen pretty much all of DM now, except maybe those spots right above the Forgotten spot. So we're kind of running out of options here.
We're not gonna buy more bombs.
Can't buy more bombs. Just don't.
See, if he had used the 5th bomb, to get down to 4 to buy 33 for 4 bombs instead of just 3. You'd have 2 left. And that clock says he needs to kill 2 more enemies before he gets the bomb drop.
Yeah, well, taking
this is not the screen you want to do it on. Okay, this red wizard has a chance to drop a bomb pack. And now he has to kill another enemy. I'm surprised he used the bomb there.
I am too. That one's not
on
guaranteed
this screen,
to bomb.
This screen is guaranteed to open. See if the Gibdo will hook him up. We're going to give up on that for a second, but next screen doesn't have bomb droppers, so...
It's just a rough screen to try to get, because that Gibdo's the only one that can help you here.
Wait. What? Oh, never mind. I was just Ugondis buying bombs. Okay.
Yeah, he's found the rare shop as well. Okay, Bogie's going to go ahead and reset. And he is going to go try and farm bombs off these red Wizrobes. Orange whiz rose. That's easier to say.
Red,
Than red
orange, same thing.
whiz rose.
I tend to say red just because I just all the red ones and all the blue ones but the red enemies are always kind of a mix of orange and red, and sometimes they're more red like an Octorok, and sometimes they're more orange like a Wizrobe. Because for me, it's easier just to say, stick to 2 colors instead of 4.
Yeah. All right, Bogey's got his bomb pack. He's going to go ahead up a save it. And where's he headed? He's going to try and get some more?
He wants more bombs. He's going to keep on resetting until he's got all 8 bombs. I'm surprised. I would just go in. Okay. I would want bombs too. Make sure you back. There you go.
Yeah, I think that happened to him the first time.
I think so. I think he didn't quite pick up the bombs when he up-aid. I would go into 7, get that bow.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Ugondis, he's decided to bomb through Western DM first. We know that level 2, which has our power bracelet, is up on Eastern DM. So now this is time that Bogie already sunk himself digging Western DM. But yeah, you called it. He's going right back to 7.
Yeah, you want that bow. We've seen dungeons with Pole's voice, like right here.
Oh, this is such a mean spot to put it if that's where it is.
This is also smelling of a segment. Oh, nope, we got a bomb hole. And a Gleeok, but
Ooh,
red ring, that's not too bad.
Okay, this is much better to try and see if it pushes.
Yeah. If it's a transport, I would take it to see if it takes me back to that first room. Or, you know what? It could just be the bow.
Or you can just get jackpot right
just
there.
The bow.
That's good too.
Alright, imagine he'll stay in to go get the Triforce. I imagine at some point he'll go back to 4 to get the Triforce there. He'll go back to 8, get the Triforce out of there. And then, if he hasn't found 5, I guess it depends on whether he found 5 or 6. I guess it depends on whether he finds that raft out of 8 or not.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Ugondis found 5. What was this?
Where was that?
Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's that one Death Mountain spot that Bogie didn't bomb.
Oh no, that would be rough.
That would be rough, but Bogie is a smart enough runner to know that spot is outstanding, and will be running out of spots because he's done almost everything at this point, if not everything but that spot.
Well, and ironically enough, he knows the recorder's in 5, so that eliminates all the recorder spots. That 5
exactly. So he's not going to be sucked into a level 8 looking for a recorder to get the rest of the spots. I mean, he could, to be fair though, he could go into 8, look for the raft to get to level 6. Or, what might be the play, go into level 8, and if you find the raft on your way to the Triforce, you can go to that dungeon. And if you don't find the raft on the way to the Triforce, you go check that spot in Death Mountain. If that really is the only one he has left.
Yeah, kind of make it you've got a plan A and you've got a plan B.
Yep.
Bogie takes down that Gleeok and nothing there. Hey, probably useless, but we don't know yet.
We don't know. Not without a map. Got us with 4 keys. He must have gotten a bunch of keys out of 8, which is good.
Yeah, he doesn't know about the NET and 3.
There's a try out of 7 for Bogie. Real good dig for him there.
That's really efficient on his part, too. And now he can spam silvers. Well, I say spam. He spent a lot of money on bombs, so maybe he can't spam them as much as he'd like.
He's got enough that he can use them, at least on the money droppers. I love when I have bow, I love having Pole's voice in dungeon, because you get all your money back from them.
Oh, they're great. The one time I will say that Pole's voice are great is when you have arrows.
Yep. I mean, Pole's voice are the most extreme enemies, right? Because either they're super easy because you got a bow and you got arrows, or they're super hard because you don't have a bow or you don't have arrows.
And half the stuff you have doesn't kill him.
Yeah. And Bogie is immediately going to go ahead and check out the spot. I do like this because he does know the recorder is in 5, and really that is the only item left. Bogie, this is not the spot you skipped.
Oh, probably a mismark.
It's making sure. To be fair, the number of times I've bombed that spot because those two screens, with the exception of the ladders, the blue ladders that go down, how similar they look. I'm not one to talk. I've bombed that many a time. Bombed that exact screen on a 1Q overworld where it's never gonna open. So.
It's just one of those. It's just so easy to mismark. Nice clip by Ugondis. He dealt with a room full of raining spiders in a tea room to get that Triforce. So he's got it, and he is out of there.
Yeah, still needs to find level 2. Bogie finding the transport in level 5. And he's gonna find it really soon. There's the recorder for Bogie. That was the last item that could have stopped him from anything. So Bogie's got to know, and actually now that Ugondis has found 2, both runners are going to know that level 6 is on the raft spot, and that they don't ever need to go there. Bogie, of course, having not found the Triforce at 8, could choose, if he takes a different route for Ugondis and does find the raft, he could choose to bail on level 8 and go for level 6. I don't see doing that. That's the kind of play I would make if it was like level 1 that was going to be on the raft spot.
Yeah, of the things you could do, that's just not very efficient. So yeah, no, I think you're right. 8's the play for me.
And Bogie, of course, has to go back into 4 to get his Triforce out of there, and Ugondis needs to go to 3. I imagine he finds 3, he gets his any key, and eventually will find 7. He might do it in a different order than Bogie did. It's entirely possible. But they both have the same hints, so they both have the same information.
They do.
Ugondis is just hoping the power bracelet is here because he didn't get the raft out of level 8. To his mind, the possibility of the raft locking level 6, which locks the power bracelet, still on the table. And he's hoping that's not the case. And he's going to be happy when he finds out it's not.
Very much so. And Bogie's going to be happy here in about 2 seconds after he kills this last Text-type. There we go. He's got his Triforce.
Okay. Triforce out of 5. So Bogie just needs to go do 4 and 8.
Now, why were we blocked in 4? Was that keys?
No, I think he saw the map and just said, you know what, I'm going to just do this later. I've got the item. There's no need to rush it. And I kind of like that. And I think the other thing is, I think what he's going to do here, he's going to go ahead and do 8 first. And then 4 being rather close to start, which is also close to where level 9 is. He's going to be able to do, take the refill out of level 4 straight into level 9.
Yeah, that's, again, Bogie's really good at routing, and that was Exhibit A as to why.
One of the smartest runners we have.
And he's the type of runner, for folks who aren't familiar with Bogie. If you've ever watched his streams, he will do kind of a breakdown.
Yep.
That shows you because he will track not only the dungeons, but also track about how much time he spends in each dungeon, down to the second.
Yep. He's taken. Yeah, he does. I love that he does that. Like you say, and he does in addition. He actually has he's modified the Z Helper software to his needs, so that he has the breakdown of how much all the time. It's really cool.
I thought he just kind of developed his own program for that, but that's part of Z Helper that extension.
Yeah, I think my understanding is he took Z Helper and modified it rather than just starting from scratch.
Yeah, and that kind of just kind of little analysis after the race, just to kind of figure out, okay, what did I do good, what did I not, where could I improve? That's where you see these little routing choices and little decisions paying off big dividends in situations like this.
And a lot of this is going to come down to how quickly does Ugondis find this power bracelet, how quickly does he find 3 and 7. His key situation is better than Bogie's was for level 3 when he gets there. And then, of course, how quickly does Bogie find this Triforce out of 8? And in fact, it looks like Ugondis did get that power bracelet. He's going to also check this arrow first.
Alright, so we now know the location of all our dungeons, and the irony of the recorder not being required in a Jess rolled seed.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised he's even checking recorder spots, because the hints are very clear. The hints are very clear that the recorder was not going to be needed for anything. Like, Ugondis is missing. No, he has 2. He's missing 3, 6, and 7. 7, and we know there's a dungeon underneath the power bracelet. We know there's a dungeon underneath dungeons underneath the power bracelet. We know there's a dungeon underneath the raft. So he should be checking any of these. He should be just checking power bracelet spots. That's all he needs. He knows the bows in one. He knows any keys in the other. He got all those hints.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to Ugondis, I can understand that, you're up against Bogie. You've got 5 Triforces at this stage. You've got bow and silvers. he may be feeling behind and just kind of just like, I need to check as many things as I can as quickly as I can. The heat of the moment in a race like this
Yep.
can cause you to make some decisions that, if you took a second and paused, you might not otherwise make.
Yeah, and Bogie, is not going through this level 8 very fast. I don't know. I did not see where Ugondis got the Triforce, so don't know where it is.
I don't either. My guess is it's fairly deep. Hopefully it's
check
not
this
in that
here.
little arm that's sticking out of the kitchen equipment. That would
Yeah.
be interesting.
Do find the transport stair.
I remember right. I think Ugandis found the compass kind of way up in the northeast, and then had to backtrack a little bit to get to the Triforce. But I could be mixing that and fine.
There we go. Ugondis finds level 3.
And this is one of the ones that is power bracelet block, so he'll find his any key in relatively short order here. It was not too difficult to find. I think it was in the other segment though.
It was. Which this is the stair for it right here.
Yeah, if you're Bogie, you mean you're ahead, but you don't feel ahead. I would imagine.
I don't know how far ahead he is. It's a lot of this is just going to depend on how quickly he gets out and gets this Triforce.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see he's just
by 7. And how
yeah, he's flying through these rooms. Just how quickly can I get the Triforce? And I would imagine he's thinking, boy, Ugondis is right on my heels. I need to get this Triforce quickly.
It's not going to be in this room because this room only drops in 4.
I hate that room so much.
Yeah, and it always seems to drop in 4. You gotta clear it.
And then the one time you don't check to see if it pushes is the one time it'll push.
Of course. And we're almost done with this arm, and I'm not convinced the Triforce is over here.
No, but the good thing for Bogie is that Ugondis did this same pathing. Thinking, oh, it's probably in the arm here, and it wasn't. So, net, I don't think Bogie's going to lose any time here, but it's one of those things where, given where you are in the race, you just feel like it's taking 5 times.
Well, and he's still got to go back to 4.
Ooh, yeah. Well, there's the any key for Ugondis in 3, so that's got to feel nice. Would have been nicer 30 minutes ago, but hey, yeah. And a quick Triforce.
Bombs for Bogie. And he does get some extra fast travel with that recorder that Bogie didn't have.
Gonna check this one push block here. We know this is not the answer.
He's gonna get a potion out of it, so that's nice. There's the compass. So northeast arm, not the northwest, but now Bogie's just gonna book it over to that Triforce, and then head back to probably up A back to start. Go for the get the Triforce out of 4.
Yeah, Bogie is the type of runner who would see that and say, yes, it's a few screens south, but no, the time save is worth it. Here's 7 for Ugondis.
Nice shot on the manhandler. Unfortunately, it gets a fairy instead of a bomb when you actually don't want. Oh, I don't know what's in that staircase. I wonder if it's the other side of the transport. Oh, that would feel bad if that were the case.
It was a transport, I thought, because I think we
saw the transport. The right side stair.
Yeah, the bow was also in a stair, and I think it was maybe if you bombed right out of that Pole's Voice room or left.
No, I mean in 8. So the Triforce was in a diamond stair, and that could have been the transport. And Bogie didn't take the transport, and I wonder if you got the same thing.
I mean, I suppose it could have been the raft too, but I was looking on Ugondis' screen in 7 at that bunny room that he's about to go back into.
Yeah, are we gonna try and? I hope he doesn't try and kill the bunnies because we know this is not. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this is probably what I would do. Bogie's smarter than all of us. He said, you know what? Let's look for another spot.
No, it definitely is one of those things that feels like, boy, the game would do this, wouldn't it? It would.
Oh, sure would.
But yeah, no, unfortunately, this is not it. That clock is going to help, but yeah, it's still going to be 60.
Still slower than if you had the bow.
clan modes. I haven't seen you boys in a while. Never want to see you again.
Yeah, and I don't think this is where the Triforce is, because, Ugondis never got the map to level 4. So I think this check of the left side is not gonna net anything for Bogie here.
Nope, gonna have to be up top.
On the other hand, Ugondis, having taken this transport, and you know what? Again, I would do the same thing. I spent all that time sorting down bunnies. I want that to pay off. I'm taking the transport. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, I want to say the Poe is much closer to start than that.
it is. If you bum left from that bunny room, I think you go 1 or 2 screens to the left. It's in a stair over there.
So he might spend a lot more time in the 7 than what Bogie did. And unfortunately, the compass tells you where the Triforce is, and he's going to want to pick that up at some point. Does not tell you where where the item is. And Bogie gets the compass, knows the Triforce is 1 room away, so he's going to be the first into level 9.
It's one of those "you are here" compasses. Like, hey, it's a compass. Where's the Triforce? Oh, it's just round the corner.
Better than the compass after the Triforce.
Yeah, those are worse. Those are definitely worse.
All right. Okay, he's saving. I figured the whole point was to have the health refill right before 9, but it's Bogie. He's fine. In the meantime, chat, we can't hear the audio, so you all are gonna have to yell at us when you hear a roar. Let's see what enemy set we have in here.
Well, it won't be Wizroads, we know that. Okay, it's pancakes, and probably... Oh, what was with the pancakes?
I hate these guys. These are the worst enemies in the game.
Yeah.
And they still don't look like pancakes to me, because pancakes are round.
Yeah, well, and so, interestingly, in the Discord, somebody posted an image from the original Legend of Zelda instruction booklet, and it showed the 8-bit image, as Ugondis gets his bow right there. But then it showed kind of an artist's rendering of what the likes are supposed to look like. Looked very different, and frankly, a lot weirder.
Alright, Bogie can do a couple of bombs in order to, you get that bomb pack on the floor, you like to try and bomb those walls.
Ugondis very near. Oh no, he did get the bow. So
he got the
he's
bow.
near the Triforce.
He's going to be right behind Bogie into this level 9. So not a very big lead into this level 9. Our tracker, potato, telling us 59:35 into level 9 for Bogie.
So minute and a half, maybe just a skosh under 2 minutes difference. Level 9 has plenty of tricks up its sleeve, so would not. I say that.
Oh, okay. No one. Oh, Jess was a little bit late. There's the roar. Not the of the water rooms. This is probably the water rooms I hate the least, because you can just kind of hang out either on the left side or the right side the way he's doing. I tend to prefer the left side in general, but he's got that potion. He's gonna probably get that ready just in case if he takes another bop.
Yeah, the good part here, and Bogie knows this, is that once you, and again, take that potion right here, once you kind of hit Ganon once, he will either respawn in the bottom left or the bottom right. So if you kind of set up shop right where he set up shop there, you're either going to hit him right when he spawns or right when he comes towards you after he spawns to the right.
He hasn't managed to get a stun lock yet. There we go. And Ugondis is going to farm some bombs. Doesn't really have time to do that, but we've got 3 shutter doors to check.
But we had 3-door Monty in level 4 when you had to pick the door with your 1 key, and well, we're gonna have to do it again here.
At least we're not spending keys this time.
That is true. That has to feel better. Is this our answer? No, but it tells us she's in the northeast.
Northeast. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the right and see how far we can go to the right, probably. 102.30 entry for Ugondis, about 3 minutes behind. And Bogie says, I can't bomb to the right any further. I'm going to take a stair.
At this point, yeah, I don't mind this at all. Throw yourself downstairs.
And
That gets you to the
further to the right.
northeast.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Ugondis finds a white sword. That's nice.
That will speed up his Ganon fights considerably, which, given that you're going to have to fight him in a Chevy, hey, you'll take any advantage you can get.
In the meantime, Bogie's in the right area for Zelda. Now, we haven't seen the map. And the maps can be... Oh
no.
We found her!
I have good news and I have bad news.
All right, so yeah, that shoot room, trolling Bogie. He's gonna check this stair to see if that gets him around. If it doesn't, he might actually come back around and see what he gets. And Ugondis is gonna find the map. Yeah, this is not where Bogie wants to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so good news for Bogie is that that area is somewhat connected, so he should just be able to go right and up at some point. Let's see what he does.
You can't go right there, but can you go or bomb to the right here? That'll get you a good chunk of the way there.
You can't. So he's gonna have to backtrack through where he was before and try and go around that way. Oh, what else are we gonna do? We're gonna...
There's a hint for Ugondis as to where Ganon is, up in the northwest. So, muggers did not eat our hints today. That's good.
Always nice. Okay, we can go right here. And we bomb right here. I just wonder if up-Aing at the point that Bogie did. Now, he does map his nines. He maps all his dungeons, in fact. And Ugondis does find Ganon. He might already know that it is actual oh, there's the wand.
Okay, so all our damage upgrades were in level 9. That seems kind of mean.
That's mean. That puts the wood boomerang in level 8 as the other item. So it's a good thing neither one of our runners kept checking.
Yeah, very good fight for Ugondis in a Chevy on the right side. That's really well done.
There it is. Yeah, I'm surprised Bogie just didn't just backtrack to that, but there she is, guarded by a bomb pack.
Well, that seems kind of mean in and of itself. But get your GGs in chat for our race winner tonight. Bogie with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 22 seconds.
And Ugondis is not going to be that far behind.
No, and
as
just
the
got
map has the white sword.
Yeah, white sword made that fight a lot easier. Has the hint, now just needs to find the path. Wonder if he's gonna encounter that same little shoot troll that we saw.
He might not, because like this stair, if he just goes, not this one, but like the next room. Well, there was a stair that Bogie ended up in where he just went down and through the key door. It just got him there. But I thought it was this one, but it's not. It was a... I think is this the one to the shoot room? This might be the one. Yeah,
this will be the right south of this room right here.
Oh, south of it. Yeah, that's right. South of this room. And pop.
Oh, no.
And we are joined by Bogie. We'll have to unmute yourself.
Yep. Thanks.
So this shoot room.
Yeah, that is a nice little troll.
And as you can see, Ugondis is right on your tail.
I haven't brought the stream up yet.
If you bring the stream up, you'll see that Ugondis is right on your tail.
Nice. It's a close one.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
he really was. Yeah.
Go ahead, BBQ.
Oh no, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Bogie. Yeah, no, as I said, this was really close pretty much throughout. Some of your routing choices, I think, were kind of the difference in this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I was like kind of going all over the place, but at the same time, I was like, the information was really what was driving some of my decision making. Like I knew two things were power. Like I knew Raft was an 8.
Yep.
So then seeing the 2 hints for Feat of Strength and like those have to be different dungeons. Yep. I found 7. I'm like, I don't really want to dig that. So let me go find the other power bracelet spot, which was 3, which had the any key, which actually was very helpful because I just felt like keys were a thing definitely early. So finding that in 3 was good, and then I'm like, okay, well, Bo's in 7, and then the other thing I was thinking about was, 5 couldn't be recorder blocked. My main concern was whether or not it would have been the raft blocked dungeon, but that ended up being level 6. So I was worried that 5 would be raft blocked, having the recorder, and then 6 would be recorder blocked, which would have added, who
Yeah.
knows how much time. But thankfully, once I saw 5, I'm like, okay, I'm in go mode. Basically, I just, yeah, and having the recorder on the floor was nice just because you never know where the dig doggers will pop up. And uh, yeah, and then I'm just like, okay, I gotta just keep going. And then yeah, just getting that bow in 7 helped with like some of those other dungeons because I know that I had seen Pole's voice in a couple places. So
Yep.
I kind of just wanted to prioritize that before digging 8. So yeah, that's kind of, it looked like I was a little bit scatterbrained, but there was
Well,
some logic to it.
there was one moment where you actually did legitimately to me look a little scatterbrained. That was when you were up in that kind of transition part of Death Mountain,
Yeah,
and you had one bomb, and you used it to bomb the one that only opens a third of the time,
yeah.
and then you went
Versus the
back with
guaranteed high
bombs,
roll. Yeah, and then I
and you
bombed that
bombed
again.
the same one again.
Yeah, and like that's like seed bleed where I'm like 95% sure that I bombed this before, but I just want to make sure, and I didn't want
Yeah.
it to be like one of those like, and I know I bombed in the silver's hint room to the right, but again, it's like when you're moving quick and you're just like a little bit too close to the edge, you don't want to miss a bomb hole. Yo, GG's, Ugondis.
Yeah, and
Hey,
Uganda's finishing up with a 109 flat. GG's. I see everybody's already doing that in chat. If you haven't already, get that in there. Yeah, I think some of the biggest difference, Uganda's, you both spent a lot of time in that level 8. Neither one of you got either item, which is fine because we didn't need the raft to go to level 6 and we didn't need the wood boomerang.
Yep.
But one of the things you did, Bogie, is you saw that first room in level 7 with all the Pole's voice. You
Yeah,
said, you
and
know
skipped
what?
it.
I don't want to do this room. If it's
yep.
the item, they'll come back.
Hmm.
And then found the bow. And Ugandis, you went and cleared it with the wood sword. To be fair, I probably would know what Ugandis did. And then when it ends up being the transport, you feel like, well, I spent all this time killing the Pole's voice. You kind of feel obligated to take it, and you took it. And so it just slowed down your progression in level 7, Ugandis.
Yep, it just felt like there was going to be a bow underneath a bunch of Pole's voice. It just felt like that was
Doesn't
going to be the play. So, yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear he spent a lot of time in 8 because I figured that was my big, because I figured that was the big mistake. But yeah, that makes sense in 7 too. Absolutely.
Yeah, you both spent a lot of time in 8. You both spent a ton of time. Like I want to say between the two of you, each dipped into 1 3 separate times.
Sure.
Yeah,
That first
yeah.
time, the second time in 1, I'm walking into 1. I'm like, I should have bought a key. I should have bought a key. And I walk in and I'm like, dang it. And I had to redo everything again,
Now you both bought, I think, at least 2 keys apiece, maybe
To get in
3,
there.
and
Yeah.
you kind of needed them.
Yeah, I bought 4 within the first 20, 30 minutes, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely bought at least 2, if not 3. Definitely 2 for level 1. And you needed that second one to get your power bracelet. So, no, that was
No,
for
the
the
red
red
ring
ring.
was in that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was level
2 had,
3.
2 had
Yeah, I
power
needed
bracelet.
yeah, 2 had power bracelet, but that was like I didn't need keys in 2. But in level 3, I had 1 key and I had
Yep.
3 key doors, and I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna exhaust everything else before. And then I just picked down because I'm like, okay, well, this at least will get me towards the Triforce, and then
Yeah.
seeing the any key, I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So,
Yep.
Yeah, you chose wisely.
yeah,
But yeah, like I also think that Bogey, your prioritizing of those power bracelet spots helped you out a lot. The other thing that, and this is a small thing, but not insignificant. In level 1, Bogey, you just said, you know what? There's a key shop here. I don't care if I'm spending 30 rupees more. I'm going to buy that key to get into level
yeah,
1. And Ugandis, I think you went back to one of the cheaper key shops in the start, which cost you a little bit more time.
I didn't have a key shop near there. I might not have had a bomb yet, or I missed that
mm,
key shop. But yeah,
Or you could be like me, whereas if it's the expensive key, I don't always mark it.
yeah. No, I had money. I had no problem like buying the keys, but I think like I didn't have a key, and I was like, well, there's a few more spots I can clear on my way up to 1 again.
Yeah.
So I think I reset to buy the cheaper key and then clear a few spots. I don't remember there being a key shop there.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, just like I said, it just apparently it was the under the Armo
Yeah,
shop.
the Armos. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
so yeah,
Hostiles Armos.
I did
I
not.
bet you just yeah,
One.
I bet you just didn't mark it or something because I know I wouldn't have marked it because I would have said, oh, that's the expensive key. I've seen a 65 rupee key. I'm not marking that.
Yeah.
So yeah, teach us to not mark expensive keys, right? But yeah, that does. I mean, that's a small difference, not a huge difference, and it was just the red ring, which with Wizards on the overworld is more for the overworld than it is for the
Yeah.
dungeon.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and then the other thing I was like trying to figure out is like I went back. I mean, ladder being 4 hearts was amazing.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, you
I
also had
just
that sooner. Yep, that's right. Because you hit a take any somewhere that Ugondis got later.
Yeah,
yeah,
it took me a while to get a fourth heart. I was like, come on, where are these hearts?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
yeah. And then I got the book out of 4 right after that because I had the candle from 1 at
Yep.
least, and then I got the book. I'm like, oh, I have like 200 rupees right now. Those are really expensive hints. I'm gonna spend the time to get that information.
Those hints were so good.
Yeah, well, they were both good and like not necessarily confusing, but they painted part of the picture. And like a
Yep.
lot of times, I won't write down like feat of strength. Like if I know I need an overroll block item, I'll just take note of like whatever, and then I'm like, crap, there's 2 feet of strengths. There's
Yep.
a
Yep.
sail over the water, and I'm
Yep.
just like, oh my god, I can't keep the all 3 of
Yeah, I know,
those.
right? It's because it's harder to mark that kind of thing in your tracker. I know you'll catch me being like, well, wait a minute, we found 1 and we found 8, and they're not under feet of strength. So those are 2 different dungeons.
Yeah, yeah.
So it takes a second to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, and during the walks, I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, 8 has the raft, and therefore, I have 2 power bracelet spots. That was like my big revelation. Well, while doing all those walks.
Hmm.
Yeah, I left like my 6th Triforce and I didn't do the math quick enough, so I was still clearing a few overworlds. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's 1 level under the raft, 2 under the power bracelet. Stop clearing any of these bomb holes and get to those power bracelet spots. And
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
was like a couple. It probably wasn't more than 30 seconds, but I was like, wait a minute, like I just didn't. I hadn't done the math in my head quick enough. Wait a minute, there's only 3 left. All right, but
Yeah, it's just once you find 5, yeah, that's
yep,
everything. So yeah, you'll hear me mentioning that when you were doing some of those checks right after level 2, and then
yep,
yeah, you could see at some point you just said nope, I just need to go to those power bracelet spots, and
yep.
I
The math. Wait, no, stop this. Get out of here. Get these power bracelets. Yeah,
mhm. But yeah, fortunately, the other possibility, like fortunately, that power bracelet was under level 2, which
yeah,
wasn't too hard to find. And in your case, I guess I think I want to say you found 2 after 5, so that was your last one.
yeah. 2
Um,
was my second to last or last before the
before
power
right,
bracelet. Yeah,
right. So there was still up until that point the possibility that you had to go get the raft out of 8 to go to a raft spot to get the power bracelet out of whatever dungeon that was.
well,
And
no, I
thankfully,
knew the boomerang was under the
oh,
raft.
you're
But
right.
I
The
wasn't.
boomerang was on the raft. We knew that wasn't going to happen.
I was still like, you still might need that Triforce, and 8 could have another item, so I'm gonna stick this out for a little bit. And then I
Yeah.
got mad and left. Yeah,
All right. Well,
Yeah. But you both gave us a heck of a show tonight for scheduling this and getting it off the ground in 90 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah, this was a heck of a race to watch. So thank you both for. I know you guys both have stuff going on during the week that kind of made the need to do this race tonight kind of a forced thing. But thank you so much for squeezing it in because it was a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah, likewise. I mean, thank you for hopping on comms and tracking and the restream. So glad we're able to put on a good show, and GG's Ugondis, and good luck in brackets.
yep. Agree with everything. Thanks so much for putting this together so soon. GG's Bogie. Good luck.
Thanks.
yeah. Good luck to both of you in brackets. Both of you going to be in there. Bogie with the 5-1. You got us with the 4-2. But I've been saying this for a few weeks now. I'm not sure seeding matters.
No.
There's going to be a lot of very dangerous players at the lower seeds. So, in any case, wish both of you well. moving forward. But yeah, super glad we were able to get this on, and that's all. Let's give credit where credit's due. Just hopping in and saying, "Hey guys, you wanna call this race?" Um, and apparently peeking in your thread in Discord, seeing, oh boy, I saw 10 messages in that thread. Something's happening, and jumping in on it and making sure that it's got a restream.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could not have. We were happy passengers on this ride. Jess was able to put together things on a moment's notice, and Pedantic was more than gracious to hop in and do tracking with us, and we, thank him for that. But yeah, no, this it's all, I've been so impressed throughout the tournament about how big the volunteer community is, and how willing people are to work to get additional matches restreamed. A lot of communities, a race like this might not get restreamed just because people aren't available, or channels aren't available, but everyone here is willing to pitch in to help, and it makes a huge, huge difference.
Yep. Thanks, Jess. Thank you.
All right, but yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for us. Let's just take a quick look and see if anything has popped up on the schedule yet for tomorrow.
Ooh,
Let's see. Let's pull up that schedule. I'm guessing nothing's showing. Oh gosh, we we have races. We have races as early as what's that, 7 o'clock in the evening tomorrow, and there's it's a 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock and a 11:02. Shout outs to Slemu and Brewers fan JP.
I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure it means something.
With those two, yeah, I bet it does. It's at 7 o'clock, Vincent versus DK. At 8 o'clock, the Alan Heffley versus Bakuda. At 20 at sorry, let's change that into PM time. 11:02, Big Slemu versus Brewers fan JP. That's a 4-1 race, so that's going to be a really good one. Um, I don't know what all is going to get restreamed, but keep an eye on that schedule to see what all gets covered tomorrow, and we'll hope to see you all there. In the meantime, keep an eye on the schedule. It's Monday, and on Mondays it's not unusual for those races to pop out the last minute. So definitely keep an eye on the schedule, see all the races that are coming up, and we'll hopefully see you all there.
Yeah, Tracy, this was a ton of fun. Let's do this again.
Let's absolutely. I don't think we've done a race together this tournament, so let's do some
No,
more.
probably not since SGL. Now that I think about it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, no, let's. This was fun.
All right, yeah, absolutely. And for BBQ, for Pedantic Potato, for Jess, for our runners, Ugondis and Bogie, thank you all for coming out and watching us, and we'll see you at the next races tomorrow.